Welcome back to another day, Life of Kid. So, start cleaning up this house. Got a lot of trash on the floor. I got these sprinklers running for about 15 minutes each on each little zone, so I can put some more fertilizer out. It's starting to get warm, and I want to try to kill all those weeds and stuff growing in this yard, because all the weeds seem to be growing in between the patches of sod where the sod meet at. So I gotta get this vacuum from upstairs, try to go and clean this downstairs, and then the only thing I had left upstairs is just the closet, because I gotta cut that sheetrock for the whole, for these I should have some more of these, for these Cat 5s for these cameras. So let me go get this vacuum. Alright, so we got this floor clean. I have to get a Swiffer. Need the Swiffer because I got some little mud spots from me walking in, outside, coming in. But actually, this is a good floor. Like, it looks like planks, but it's all linoleum. And so I would put this at the house, at the other house, but I don't know how to put it down, one thing. And I know your flows got to be prepped real good, but it looked good. And the crazy thing, now, if I knew how to put it down, I probably would. But I'm just go with them planks. That way I know, like, I can get that down. I ain't gotta do no gluing. So I'm just go with the planks, but we got these sprinklers going. Once they finish, we're gonna fertilize this yard again. And see, some people still look greener than this one. But we ain't put no water in like that, so. But I got them sprinklers set up now. So we're gonna go upstairs vacuum, and you go dump that box of trash. I probably need to keep that box for all the little stuff we got for the house, put in the attic. Just throw it in that box. Alright, so I don't think I'm putting that thing up in there with them HDMIS. I think I'm gonna leave that one hole. Yeah, I drew on the wall, but I still might paint it here. I just gotta see. I got some other stuff that gotta get done in this other house, but I still might come over here and paint this on down. Well, this eggshell, you can see I done put handprints on the wall. You already know. People living in here. But, you know, them builders, they put that cheap stuff in there. You know? They put that cheap stuff and probably still charge you premium price. So we're going to have to cut this down, because it's a little too long. Yeah, they gave me these things here. I don't know what. Oh, it's for, oh, I know. This is for the hang. You hook these things here on it, and you hang it from another rack. That's what you do. But I'm gonna just take these things, I'm gonna hang them right here. Somebody might find something to do with them. Or if I have some extra shelf left over. See, it's supposed to go like this. One go on that side. No. Yeah. No, it go like this. So it hooks up in there. That's how it go. And then you hook that rack on now. It's supposed to have it turned the other way. It's supposed to be turned with these hooks in the inside. Then you hook the rack on now. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to go. Yep. But we ain't using it for that. So let me sit this rack up here and see I ain't gotta get up there. I can measure anywhere on this wall. Let's see how much I need to cut off. I'm gonna cut from this one, I think, yeah. And so I bought this so it all match, you know, like I got OCD. I like stuff to match. I like it to be uniform. Hey, if this was 6 feet over here, I want this was 6 feet too. So try to mark where I need to cut at. I could probably cut it right there. Yeah. It's gonna be aggravating because I ain't bought my little cutoff tool. So I'm about to cut 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm about to cut each 5 of these little bars individually. So I got a little hacksaw. We gonna do the old school way, hack it away. Alright, it ain't exactly cut evenly and perfect, but hey, it's gonna do. It's gonna do, you know? Sometimes you just gotta make it do what it do. So, let's see. I just wanna make sure it's on this wall here. That's all I wanna make sure. As long as it's on that wall, we good. And so I'm putting it up high, so it won't be in your way. See that? We Gucci. We Gucci. All I gotta do is mount this thing up there. And I'm gonna put the good end sticking out. Cause you can see where they done cut it with a tool though. Alright, so now I need to just mount it. And then these two HDMI, I might be able to push them back up through here. I'm shoving everything back in that hole. And it's just, I could put a little cutout box. Then go get one of those flat plates with a hole in it. I ain't worried about that. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna be up there. I'm putting matter of fact, once I get this up, I can come back over here and I'm trying to clean this house too. Get all the dust and stuff. But once I get this up, I got a wireless mouse. So you really won't even need to get up there for anything, cause the wireless mouse should reach to the master bedroom TV. And so all you do is go get the mouse and you can sit in front of your TV or whatever, and if you gotta look for something, back scroll, whatever. But let me get my step stool. I gotta put these yeah, let me get my step stool, and then I gotta mark where I'm gonna put these holes at. So heard them I just had a sprinkler kick off. I just want to wet the grass when I put the fertilizer down, it'll stick to it. And so I'm go ahead and do that. Now, then we come back in here and put that shelf up. And then after that, that's it. And to the side, I'm gonna be able to paint over here. That'll be aggravating. Trying to paint up there behind them damn cabinets, because they painted the walls probably before they put them cabinets up there. That'd be aggravating trying to get back there. But Other than that, man, it wouldn't take long to paint this thing. Cover up the floor. See, they sprayed it. You can see it. You usually look at the paint and tell when they spray it or when they roll it, but when they building commercial properties, with these residential, but they building them on a commercial scale, like throwing them up one by one, they spraying it. Cause alright, you see the dude standing on the house down there. The one next to it, but the 2-story one beside that one. So you got the dude standing there, then you got a 1-story and a 2-story. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. Yesterday morning, they were just putting the trusses on that 2-story. That 1-story, oh, they ain't had no roof, none of that. By the end of yesterday, they had that, all that roof and stuff you see, they had pretty much all that done yesterday. And I'm talking about that wind was whipping, boy, it was whipping. But let's go and get out here and put this fertilizer out. Hopefully we can have a green yard over here. That's why I gotta get these sprinklers. Cause they say, you don't want your yard to look bad right here. Cause dude, everybody gotta come and get their mail. So everybody gonna see your yard, so you got a nasty yard. And everybody in the neighborhood come by, you don't want that. You don't want that. So we gonna put this fertilizer out. We getting it done. I should have enough, so I know this yard. One bag, I give it two. I can fertilize it 2 times. So let's go and do this back. This thing all fertilized. I ain't gonna water it tomorrow. I need to turn this one down, so I'll turn how long it stay on, because it's socket right here. And all the water, you can see the little valley, how they graded it. They're gonna run straight down the center. But we'll turn these sprinklers on Sunday. Today's Friday. So I'll fertilize it. It's supposed to be in the 70s. I think it's supposed to rain Monday, so I might not even turn back on. I might leave them off until see how much it rain Monday. If it rain a lot Monday, ain't no need to turn back on. Boy, the camera show a little better with them caps versus I don't try to be pointing the camera at somebody's house. But just, you know, you seen what these look like, but you know, them alarm companies and stuff. Off of the cameras and stuff, they just screw them on your house anyway. See this gray house over here with the blue shutters? You see on the right side of that garage, side of that camera is, they just got it thrown up there. I said, nah, I don't like that. They do everybody like that. See the house next to it? It's the same way. It just got a camera thrown up there. But let's go and hang the shelf. That's all we gotta do. Hang this there on the shelf and once I see how much this other stuff costs, before I paint over here, I gotta get the sprinklers. I think sprinklers are more important than the paint because that's a lot of sod to replace. You know, this yard probably take about 4 pallets probably. Cause they said for the sprinkler system, they wanted 2. They wanted to bring out 2 pallets of sod. What I'm thinking, telling them, then they want $2,800 for it. I'm gonna see if I can find. I'm gonna check around, see if some other places can do it for cheaper than 2,000. I'm gonna tell you, don't bring no darn pallets. Yeah, I cut it up. The grass, it ain't caught. I mean, it's brown still. It'll grow. But I'm gonna check and see if I can find somebody else. I get that thing about $1,500. You know me, boy. I ain't trying to pay nobody, so it probably ain't hard to do. Just don't technically know how, but they put the box in the ground with them I guess them solenoids and open and close the turn springs on. They put them in the ground and tell me how many zones they gonna put. That way I know how many zones I need. I can put my own sprinkler head, run the line myself, put the own sprinkler head. You ain't gotta put the line that deep. I mean, just under the grass. You know, you ain't like you gotta go 2 or 3 feet deep in the ground. So, but let's go and get this shelf up so we can take this stuff back to the house and come back over here. Need to swiffer this flow. I need to blow out this garage. So hopefully this puppy, somebody be in it by June. Somebody be in it by June. So it's March, April, May, June. Two and a half months. That way, that's why I gotta get a ride a lot more. Between this yard, home, and the other house. This yard, it ain't no shade. This little hill boy, that little push more boy. Nah, I'm gonna have to get a ride lawnmower. Cause I wanna be able to cut all 3 houses in one day. All 3 houses in one day. Which mine, I'm gonna still have to push my front yard. Because I like my stripes, one thing. Then my yard's so even. You ain't gonna be able to get too many lines with a ride lawnmower. It ain't, you know. So the front, I'll push. The back, ride. Now if I know that ride lawnmower speed stuff up. I can do my yard in about an hour. Then come here, I do my yard by 7. I start 7 o'clock in the morning. Get over here at 8. If I can knock this out by 9. Then the last yard, well, I ain't need to take the ride lawnmower out for that. About 3 little pass, that yard cut. But you know, I know I gotta get one, and I'm gonna get one. So it ain't no if and buts about it, because I ain't trying to be out there in the sun pushing. And then I'm gonna tell you something else. So this thing, right? So I don't know what people charge. Boy, it's high. I don't know what people charge for landscaping, but I'm pretty sure for an average yard, like these yards out here, as you can see, these yards out here, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be probably close to $100, if not $100. Cut front, back, weed eat, edge, blow it off. Whether they trim your bushes or not, it's probably about $100. So you're probably gonna cut it every other week, twice a month. And you're probably gonna start cutting around, what's this, March. So you say March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, we still have green grass. Maybe in November, but at least 8 to 9 months. So let's say, we're gonna say 8 months. Okay, so 8 months. Now, if we charge $100, $200 onto the rent, you ain't gonna see it. Let's tell you, hey, we say the rent, $2,400, it includes landscaping, that's how it'll be. So let's say you add $200 onto the rent. That $200 will pay for the 2 cuts a month. Okay, if you do that times 8 months, that's $1,600 right there. That does one house. Now I got the other house. Now, that yard ain't as big, but hey, I'm gonna include the $200 in there anyway. 2 times a month. Alright, 16, that's 32. They done paid for the ride lawnmower pretty much itself in 1 year. In 1 year. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do with the no interest thing, where you they give you a year to pay it off, interest free. That's probably what I'm gonna do. And so technically, the properties will be doing what they supposed to do. They paid off that ride lawnmower. So now that's another extra $200 that, okay, now I ain't gotta put in there now. It can go to something else, Cause I'm all about keeping up the maintenance on the properties, not being no slumlord. I done seen some people that manage properties or that got properties. Nah, me personally, I'm in my own lane. I don't care what nobody else say. I don't care how nobody else do it. If that's the way you want to do it, and you can go do it, go do it. You know, but this is how I do it. You know, some people might say, you putting cameras on it and this and that. Couple reasons. First is, look, well, you get a better insurance rate. Secondly, you know, I learned the technique of something seems, well, it ain't. So now, okay, think about it. Let's say this house in your price range you're in. You look at some other house, you get to this one. All the houses in the same price range. You get here. This is what I look at. This is what we looked at buying the house. That's how I thought about it. You get here. Okay. Brand new house, first of all. Nice open bedrooms. 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. 2-car garage. Okay, you only got 1 neighbor. There's no neighbors on this side of the house. You only got this nice young lady stay next door here. Got 1 neighbor. Secondly, you got a long driveway. Most of these driveways out here, you can only get 2 cars in. You can only get 2 cars in the driveway. All these driveways over here on this side, and I say they got 3 squares. That's each one of these squares on the ground. You see what the expansion joints at. They got 3. Okay, this one we got about almost 5. So it's another thing. You're right next to the pool. Let's say you have a little gallery. It could be wintertime. You got extra parking over there. No, I mean, ain't nobody be at the pool all the time. In the wintertime, nobody be there. You got extra parking over there. This house ain't far from everything. I don't care what time of day, any kind of traffic, where you get on 77, you can get on 20, you can get on 26. You got multiple ways to get home. It ain't like you got to go down, you know, Killian Road or something and be stuck in all that traffic. Well, you got multiple ways to get home. You ain't ever got to worry about trying to get home. I know you got a good 5-6 ways to get home. So, you know, I started looking at all that stuff, you know. It come with landscaping. They ain't got to cut no grass. You know, I'm including landscaping because I want to make sure the yard cut. I want to make sure the grass stay kept up. You know, I don't want to depend on the tenant to go cut the grass. Nah, we're going to include that in there. You know, hey, gonna let you pay for it. So that's a lot of my thought process on it. You got a nice size backyard. You know, it's not a huge backyard, but the benefit of it, your backyard don't back up to nothing. You have no neighbors behind you. No house back up. All you got them holding ponds. And see back behind these trees over here, you got another pond over there. I saw them come out here and go fishing one day. I knew they was back here because I done rode my 4-wheeler from home back here. But I knew it's a pond back over there. Like I said, this your only neighbor yard right here. But see, we get this fence. Then, you know, probably gonna be the guy who did that guy fence right there. It's probably gonna be one like that because you can see how everybody can just look in everybody's backyard. And then, you know, I'm thinking like, if they don't maintain this holding pond, like cut the weeds and stuff, it's gonna start to grow up. And then you're gonna have all kind of crickets and everything else growing there. If they keep it cut like that, then it might be all right, but they ain't gonna keep it cut. It's one down the road I look at like a little forest. But yeah, see, he got a dog. And so that's why I knew that's probably why he got his fence or whatever. But yeah. So I look at all those little factors. And like, this gonna pan out. Then, well, you see how much rent is and stuff now? I wouldn't bet you. By the time they get past these houses right here they building, I wouldn't bet you this same floor plan might cost another $10, $15, maybe $20,000 to get the same house built. You just getting it built a couple months later. But let's go ahead and hang this shelf. I'm talking enough. Go get this out the way so I can clean up. Boy, I want to paint this thing. The reason why I want to paint it now, I'm gonna tell you, I want to paint it now because let's say you get a tenant. Let's say you got a lawyer to that. They might stay for 5 years. They could stay for 10 years. You ain't gonna get in here. Then when they move out, you already know you gotta paint. You already know you gonna have more than like with this, you gonna have to paint. Now if you paint in 10 years they move out, if it's a satin, then you pretty good. You can pretty much wipe a lot of stuff out. You don't have to paint the whole house. You know, you might have to go through and touch up some stuff. But I'm gonna see how everything work out, you know. God willing. I'm gonna go and paint this on the gun. I hear you got this tan carpet. Like I said, I want the gray carpet. You know, the old girl house over here, it got gray carpet. Cause we walked in that one too. And you look at some of my first vlogs when we came out here. They weren't even finished with these houses. Like they were still building. This house too. They were still building when we first came here. So we got to walk in a lot of them, see how they look. The 5-bedroom, that's a 5-bedroom. The 5-bedroom, to me, you got 5 bedrooms, but it's a bunch of wasted space. The downstairs is pretty much the same. I think it got another bedroom downstairs. And then up here, it's another little area like between this wall over here and this wall here. It's an area up here, it's a little wider, where you can kind of have it maybe another little den. It ain't that big now. Maybe another little den, but when I looked at it, it's a bunch of wasted space in there. Just say you just got 5 bedrooms. Nah. But let's get this shelf up. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing up. These little connectors, I wanted to go in the wall to connect this thing. And they ain't had none. They only had these little plastic things, and you know how plastic is. These things might give out over time, but there's not a lot of weight that's gonna be on this thing. And it ain't up to 2 studs I can grab. And they gonna be on here and here. So I don't even know if these going. Let's see. What side I'm gonna put against the wall. So I'm gonna put these little things. These little things here. They got a little screw in it. So we'll see if we can get these up there. Make sure I got them turned the right way. Yep, I put that one on the wrong way. See if we cannot get this thing on up. And I might try to put, I don't know, 2 will fit side by side. Might put one at the top, then another at the bottom on the stud, so it'll have 4 screws holding each side. Let's see here, let's see. You know what? I got my third level in there. Oh, there it is. Good. Okay. So I'm gonna put one side up. Then if I screw that next side up, I'll make sure it's level. I wanted it kind of high, so it's out the way. I don't want it too high, I can't get stuff on it, but I want it high enough. I think that's probably good right there. I'm gonna screw this one first, because I can get to this one. That one over there, I don't know. It might be a little time because it's too close to the wall. And see, I'm thinking I don't want to go too high because I don't want them to be shoved into them plugs. That's why I came down just a little bit. I know this might be a little aggravating because it's all the way in the corner. And that's the only place the other stud is. You know what I'm about to do? I got these other things. I'm gonna put them in. That'll support it up, and it'll be easier to screw this other one in. Let me get these. Oh, here it is right here. These things right chopped. I should have had some white screws, but oh well. It'll be alright. Yes, I'm about to put this bad boy here in. I gotta get this side in. I gotta level it out. See, these gonna go like that. That's gonna support it some more. It might be too long. I gotta get this other side in. I can already tell you that now. Cause everything I'm doing, the other side fighting me on. I'm moving it this way, that way. I can't necessarily do this side. Let's see. I'm gonna do this right here. Come on. I think that's good right there. I can get this thing in here. Get the thing slide. That thing called a stud. Might be something else if I can get this side, then do this top. But you know, it ain't never gonna go easy. Oh, this one can't. I wonder what side, man. Something ain't right. Oh, you know what? No, that's right. Okay, go ahead. That's no problem. I gotta get that thing in now. That screw. We're gonna bolt this on now. Alright, one more screw to go. Start shoving these wires back up into the battery. This is gonna be aggravating because first of all, I ain't got enough ladder that's tall enough to get me on top of it. But you know, if there's a will, there's a way. Bam! This thing ain't even, both of them ain't even. What the world? I don't like that, they gonna fall off. bend these little things down. I think they're supposed to go in this top one. That way they couldn't push up no more once they locked in. And I did them on the bottom. I'm just bend the ears down, but they won't get stuck. So let's start putting this wire back up into that. Alright, first things first. Unplug this. Let's see. We'll get some HDMIs. What do we want to do with this? Start getting stuff untangled before we put stuff up. I need to go get my pliers so I can tighten it, so I can bend this thing down where to hold it. But let's see. We can start feeding these HDMIs. I got 2 of them. And I pulled a whole lot out. See, that one kind of good. That's one of the ones right here. I don't care where the wire go. It can go down the wall. I like you. I just need it out my way. Let's see. Try to keep these camera wires because I gotta shove all them back in there too. Let's see. Like try to keep everything nice and neat. I might have to bend these things. No, I can't do it there. It got to work down here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bend them things so the things stay in there. Let's see where these other 2 HDMIs at. See, this one's a good one. Shove that back up in there some more. So these HDMIs are the ones that ran to the 4 rooms. And it's supposed to be 5. Cause I was supposed to run an HDMI to the den, but I didn't do it. Alright, 4 HDMIs out the way. Nah. So plug this mouse, get that out of the way. We're gonna unplug this thing. Then I'm about to go home. Oh, you know what? Oh boy, I ain't think about that. I'm gonna have to run another wire. I need to figure out where the modem gonna be at and the router. I ain't think about that because it's the only way this gonna get internet. Now, I need to go walk through this house and see where another phone line is. And I got another wire. I'm gonna run another wire for internet. From wherever the modem gonna be at. I'm about to run another wire, so I just thought about that, like, darn. These things here, I'll take it up. And I do not want to unplug them because I guess if I do one at a time, do that. You plug you back up. Let's see what's tangled. So yeah. Now I know they get across the street, but this one was at the bottom. I hear on that line still cutting. That's a lot of cut. More than what you think. Let's see here. These two untangled, okay. What I'm trying to do is untangle these things one at a time, because I got them in here in the Pacific order. And I didn't label these wires, and I don't feel like plugging. You got to plug it up, let the camera boot up, then see where the camera at that you plugged in. Then take your time and move your wire. Plug it to the right channel you want the camera to show up on. And I will try to feed them wires all back in together. I just thought about that. I'm glad I thought about that. How they gonna get internet to it. And so, you know, of course, if you ever buy new property, they leave your lines just hanging outside. They done ran the lines in the house. They just kind of leave them outside. And so, it would have been good if the modem and router and stuff was all in here together. Well, of course, you know they ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna make it that easy for you. I would think they would put that stuff in an area where it's out the way, you know, where it ain't seen. All right, I think I got these things kind of entangled. Let's see. Trying to feed them all together so that I don't have a lot of slack in it. So I'm gonna shove all this red on up in there now. That thing is, I gotta run that other wire for the internet. I'm gonna pull this stuff back out. I think, okay. Power cord on this side. And then I got the mouse and the wireless mouse. Shoot. I'm in an awkward position. Let's see here. Just shove them back up in there. You can't see them. Alrighty. Alright, let's start hooking everything back up. Now, I'm not going to use an HDMI to this monitor because I can plug that up in any room. I'm going to use this stuff instead of HDMI out. This power cord, so you plug this up. I'm going to plug all these back in. All right, let that in. That's gonna sit on top of him, like so. And put this HDMI up. Alright, that one plugged in. This on this side right here. Alright, cord. That takes some of the slack out. Say I like my stuff neat, man. Some people just do stuff messy. I like it a little neat. I just like it a little neat. You know, I don't care how you do yours. I like mine to look a certain type of way. Ah, that's good. That's good. Nah, that might be good enough for you. It ain't good enough for me though. No, I don't like that, buddy. I need you to redo that. But we almost done with this. Almost done. Let's get that plugged on up. Let's switch these. Right back up power. Put that in there. Wrap up some of this wire. It's a little too much hanging. So yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm about to go walk around and see where the darn internet stuff go. Now I'm praying. And that stuff don't go downstairs. If they go downstairs, then what I'm about to do is run wire from here up through the attic, bring it outside the house through the east, run it down the side, the side of the corner of the house, pull the siding up, then I'm gonna have to drill into the wall. If I gotta do all that, then I go ahead and run the HDMI downstairs, because that's pretty much the same thing I would have to do if I wanted to run that HDMI, is do all that and drill into the wall. So if I have to do that, which I'm praying and hoping I don't, because I really don't feel like doing it. Praying and hoping I don't have to do it, so. But we're gonna find out in a few as soon as I get this thing plugged up. Then we'll go in another room, plug that monitor up, check it out. Make sure everything's online. We all good to go. I gotta come back up here with some pliers and bend these little ears down some more. Let's see. This power thing all the way on, is it on this side? Yep. Powering up. Yeah, let me go get something to bend them ears. I think I left all my darn pliers. I don't think I brought them. But, boy, that's been a minute. We got this thing up. As you can see, she up and working pretty good. So I can find something to cover that hole in my square that I didn't use, but it'd be alright. So I looked downstairs and I was trying to figure out, like, so they got a coax downstairs, just like this coax outlet. They got one up here. So I'm guessing you have the option to put your modem and router up here or down there, I'm guessing. I'm gonna put it up there in the master. That's the only way they're gonna be able to, because that's all they're gonna be able to connect to that route, DVR mobilely. Because actually it's easy to run the wire, because I know where that hole at to drop them wires down. Then if you remember, about 2 blocks ago, I brought the wire, it was on this side, and I drilled through the back of this box in this 2x4 and brought it over through here. So when I go up in the attic and drop the wire down, it's gonna come out on this side here. And so it's a stud right here. So what I might do is cut and put a box on the other side. Cause see, it's a stud on this side, and I put that box on that side. I might do it the same way. And that's how they'll be plugged up. Now I got enough wire at home. I got like 150 feet, but I don't want to use. That's just a waste of wire. I'll probably get like a 50-foot HDMI. So if I can find a 50-foot cord, then that's what I'm gonna use. But we're gonna plug this TV up, make sure everything is hooked up. Then we gotta go to the house and get that wireless monitor. But I packed up everything, so we're gonna load the car. I gotta bend that thing, bring back the wireless mouse, not the wireless monitor. I bring back the wireless mouse, and then I need to order that wire and go on and do that line, so I won't forget about it. Let's see if this thing works. All right, let's plug this TV up here. This monitor. And so with your regular TV, this how it should work. This way right here. Just plug it up, plug this your HDMI into this port. And whatever port you got to plug on in your TV, should get pictures just like that. So I need to get that off of there. Damn, why is this one all the way over here? I'm gonna, dang, I don't want to take this in there. I'm gonna have to go get this wireless mouse. I need to reset that camera. Oh man. Yeah, let me go get this wireless mouse. That's the easiest thing to do. So we kind of packed up everything. I can take this light home. I'm taking everything home. And I'm done with. I need to leave my little tool over here that I cut into the wall with, so I can I got that wire at the house. I should go and do that thing today. So like I said, I ain't got to drill no holes in that. All them drill. I just got to run a wire from that closet, drop it down in that hole right there. I just got to cut one hole, and that's just for the Ethernet. But what I need to do is order, I ain't cut it there. What I need to do is order the Ethernet little box that go into the wall. I thought I had one. I'm gonna have to check it home. I thought I had one. I need to order Ethernet to go into the wall. So all you do is come out of the router. I mean your modem. No, router. You come out of your router and go into that wall, and then it'll connect you to that box. But we're gonna go home and just cut out. Then I'm really done. Nah, I got that camera wire at home. I might just go ahead. Hold on, when did I order that wire? I think I ordered a while ago. I might send that on the gun back. But I might go ahead and just use that wire over here, because I probably ain't putting no more cameras. You know, this I run a line to one in the woods and screw it to a tree. That's way it's in the woods looking at the house, you know. I would do something like that, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just different. You know how you hear people say, man, I knew I was different a long time ago. I'm just different. I ain't like everybody else. I can't explain it, but I know I'm different, but I can't explain it, but I know I'm different. Well, see, she been cutting for a while. She done took about 3 breaks. And that's almost like mine, but I don't think hers self-propelled. The way she pushing, I don't think that thing self-propelled. And she gotta go up that hill. You know, she been out there for a while, see. She been out there at least 2 hours. But that's why I give me a ride like I ain't doing that. Luckily, this yard is pretty much flat. I got this side. Not the trash bin. I got 2 holes in mine, and this look like the color of mine. Let's see, it's linen. So I'm gonna take it home. That lawnmower shot 2 rocks through it. Boom, boom. So, you know, I will see if that's close to it. I had another piece of it. You know, when you got it, when you don't have it to match it up with, you be like, oh yeah, that's it right there. And you put it together, and like, man, this ain't even close. I need to bring this blow this garage out. So, really for right now, only thing I'm waiting on is this problem to go away. I come and pressure wash the house. Let me turn the darn heat off. I come and pressure wash the house and bring my concrete cleaner, clean that concrete. I need to be hot outside. So clean it like in the morning, let that sun dry it real good, and then come back with some sealer. And when I do that one, I'm gonna do my one at the house too. I don't know why I didn't think about that when I first got the house. Like, damn, every year you out here cleaning concrete. You ain't never thought about just cleaning it and put some sealer on it. Maybe that'll help it keep clean. So, but that's the other thing I come over here and do. Hopefully we get these sprinklers. They put that in, then we get the fence. Then we paint. Boy, she a wrap. Ain't nothing else to be done in this house after that. She a wrap. You won't need nothing. You know, hopefully, you know, the tenants take care of the carpet. It can last a good 10, 15 years. I don't know. But it's possible, because I done cleaned some carpet in a property. Well, I had it cleaned out about 15 years old. Well, carpet came out like brand new. So versus you going to spend, that had some little spots in it. It wasn't bad. But versus you going to spend, you know, $1,000, $2,000, $2,500 get some new carpet put in, well, you gonna spend that $250 and get them people to come clean it. Had it looking brand new. But then turn that down, heat down. That's all. Need to come back and dump this trash. And I need to take my cup with me and get this vacuum cleaner. And we gonna blow this joint. So that's gonna wrap the vlog for the day. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on all post notifications, click that bell. That bell let you know every time I post it.